Disclaimer, I was on a 3-day Viva Pinata binge, so if I seem a little out of it in this recording, my apologies. Thank you for watching, enjoy the video. What the?
14 cameras.
What? Hello and welcome to My Friend Made Me Watch, where I have one of my friends give me a movie to watch and there's nothing I can do about it. I have to watch it, make a video on it, and decide whether I'm glad my friend made me watch this or if I'm going to have trust issues from now on. Today's movie was given to me by my friend Unknown. As he saw at the start of the video, he wants me to watch 14 cameras, and oh boy is this movie a movie. But before we take a look at said movie, I want to remind y'all to hit that like button and maybe even subscribe. I don't know, your choice. I try to put out a new video every week, so my friend made me watch 14 cameras. Let's chat about it, shall we? So I'm just gonna kick this off hot and say I really didn't enjoy this movie. It felt like an hour and 30 minutes I'll probably never get back. It's not entirely bad, but it just feels like a nothing movie for the majority of it. An important note though, this is actually a sequel to a movie called 13 Cameras, so if I seem lost, it's because I only watched this and not the first movie. I watched the trailer for the 13 Cameras movie though, and it actually seemed like I'd have a better time watching that. But that's not what I watched for this video, so it doesn't matter. We start off with a couple who are no joke labeled as Pixie Chick and Hipster. A cool band name if you ask me. Anyways, Pixie Chick and Hipster are being watched by a creepy dude named Gerald, but I don't think his name actually ever gets said. Maybe in the first one. After the couple leave the house, Gerald comes in and starts sniffing away at their clothes. That's pretty weird, bucko. Probably shouldn't be doing that. Then he starts to suck on Pixie Chick's toothbrush, which... no comment. He sees a set of keys on the counter and he takes the keys and makes a copy of them. The couple are back in the house and Hipster guy is brushing his teeth with the sucked on toothbrush, so good luck with whatever disease you're gonna get, homie. We never see that couple again, by the way. I guess they're just there to demonstrate how Gerald watches people? I'm not sure. And since we're done with that opening bit, I'll just explain that Gerald has several houses that people rent for vacation. He basically poses as some innocent looking realtor lady, that way more people feel comfortable renting from him. Gerald later enters another house and we see just how hidden the cameras are, because he even has them in the electrical outlets. Every time he goes into a house, he seems to be doing some maintenance on his little cameras. Although spying on people is a pretty horrendous act, drinking a stranger's milk straight out of the carton might be the real crime here. The woman whose house he's in returns home, so Gerald has to hide. The woman's name is Sarah, and I swear nobody's names are actually ever said in this movie. Sarah is in pretty good shape, but more importantly, she's the queen of hide and seek because she finds Gerald in the shower. He's able to knock her out off screen, which is kind of weird to me because this young in-shape lady just gets overpowered by this older guy who basically has the hobble everywhere, but I guess she was caught off guard, so I won't think about it too much. We see a family of 4 planning what house they want to rent for vacation. They pass up on one realtor because of the way that he looks.
Yeah, I don't think I want to rent from the Unabomber.
They settle on a place that's listed by Gerald's fake profile. Sarah is duct taped and still in the bathroom. Gerald puts her in the back of his moving truck that he drives around in. Gerald now is at what I'm assuming is his main house where he lives. There's a boy there who at the time I thought was his son, but spoilers, I don't think it is. But maybe it is? Whatever. Gerald is now at another house, which, oh my god, how many houses do you have, bro? I know that's kind of his thing. He has people rent out his homes and he spies on them, but damn, it just makes this movie jump around a little too much for me. So at this current house is where he has his monitors set up so he can see what's going on through the cameras. The family from earlier arrives at the vacation house they're staying at, and it's mom and dad, Lori and Arthur, and their teenage kids Kyle and Molly, as well as Molly's friend Danielle. I've been mainly harsh towards this movie, but I'll give them this. The family on vacation are probably my favorite part of this movie. For the most part, they're a nice family who are just trying to have a good time. They have their flaws, but that's most families in general anyways. This house, just like all of Gerald's houses, have hidden cameras as well. There's one in the pool, the mirror, and even one in the shower, so that's just great. But he doesn't just watch them, he actually streams the camera footage on some sketchy ass website as well. Damn, his view count do be booming though. Sarah has regained consciousness in the back of Gerald's moving truck and he takes her out and leads her to an underground bunker. Whoa. Turns out there's another woman already down there. Her name is Claire and she was the main character from the last movie. Since I didn't see it, I have no info on her except from what I've learned through this movie and a tiny little bit of research, just so I don't make myself look too stupid. It's nighttime and Kyle goes out to smoke some, oh my god, is that a weed? Danielle sneaks up on him and smokes as well. She's dealing with some boyfriend drama, so she's kind of just flirting around with Kyle for fun, but that storyline storyline doesn't matter really too much, but you know, I thought I'd share. Kyle also says whenever their family goes to a house they've rented, his mom rents out their home as well. But why though? Danielle does bring up a good point though, which got a laugh out of me.
What size bed do you have?
Queen, why?
There are people fucking in your bed.
Dude, what the fuck?
At the bunker, Claire tells Sarah that she doesn't know how long she's been down there, but they're trapped, so it doesn't matter. Sarah wants to escape regardless, but Claire brings up the last girl that was with her tried to escape and got killed. The boy that stays with Gerald receives a package from a delivery guy, and apparently it's the third package this week with video equipment, so the boy is starting to get a little suspicious of the stuff Gerald's been doing. I want to stop just calling him the boy, so his name is Junior. Gerald finally calls him by his name at the end of the movie, but I'll just start calling him Junior now. While the vacation family is gone, Gerald goes inside and goes through Danielle's bag and puts on her lipstick. That is totally your color, queen. He also puts another camera in the smoke detector in the girls' room. The family returns and Arthur notices that the door was unlocked. He goes into their bathroom and finds one of the cameras. Danielle walks in on him, so he doesn't have any more time to check it out. I thought this was gonna go in a different direction where Danielle's like, OMG, Molly, your dad has a hidden camera in our shower. But I guess they didn't realize it was a camera since it's kind of small, so that stuff doesn't happen. Gerald's stream chat goes nuts when Danielle starts changing and one person says he'll give $5,000 for her underwear. All of these fuckers are down bad, like so far down they can use the flames of hell to roast marshmallows for God's sake. Claire tells Sarah that she was pregnant when she was kidnapped. Sarah makes a little spike out of a bookshelf in the bunker, still determined to escape, and she doesn't want Claire to give up hope. We then see Junior sneak in the back of Gerald's moving truck and Gerald drives to his stream house. He sees that all of his monitors say no signal on them, so he leaves to go turn on the modem. Junior is still at the stream house and he can see all the monitors finally. Gerald returns to the family's vacation house and looks for Danielle's underwear. Later though, Danielle notices her underwear is gone and thinks Kyle took it.
Do you have something to say to me?
You wanna hit this?
Junior sees Gerald sniffing Danielle's underwear before he ships it to that stream chat person. Junior is now 100% sure Gerald's up to some funky stuff. Sarah and Claire's plan is to attack him whenever he takes them out to be bathed. Ew. Gerald takes Claire up first and bathes her while Sarah is getting ready for the attack. She has 2 spikes hidden in a water canister. Sarah manages to hide the spike in her waistband, and once she's taken up to be bathed, again, she stabs Gerald right in the gut. She runs to the garage and barricades the door. Gerald, though, is ready for this kind of thing, so he leaks some kind of gas into the garage. Sarah pretends to surrender and says she'll come out, so she grabs an axe and opens the garage door. Gerald, however, is standing there with the shotgun and shoots Sarah. Well, Sarah, that almost worked. And to make matters worse, Claire has to dig a hole for Sarah's body. Danielle and Molly are home alone by the pool, so you know Gerald and his 2,000 viewers are watching. It's already a very creepy situation, but then the intensity gets raised when one chatter says he wants Danielle for $100,000. Gerald says she's not for sale. Another chatter says he'll do it, and the stream chat starts piecing together where the house is and the location gets leaked. Gerald is now on high alert and is keeping an eye on the house from a distance. He sees a man in all black sneaking around. Inside the house, Danielle and Molly are drinking some alcohol, and Danielle spills some on the couch. While they're separated, the man in black tases Danielle, and then he tases Molly. He gags the 2 girls, but before he can do anything else, Gerald beats the hell out of him with a hammer and kills him. As soon as you might think, oh shoot, Gerald is kind of trying to redeem himself. Nope. He is gonna kidnap the girls because they've now seen his face. Junior is still watching on the monitors, and he calls 911. Smart kid. Mom, Dad, and Kyle return and they see Molly tied up in the house. Kyle hears Danielle in the back of Gerald's moving truck. He's able to get the door open, but Gerald comes from behind him and whacks him in the back of the head. While this is going on, Junior finds the bunker where Claire is and he lets her out. Gerald has Danielle in the back of his truck and he stops at a stream house to check his monitors. That gives Danielle the opportunity to make her way to the driver's seat and she drives off. Before she gets too far, Junior and Claire flag her down and she stops for them. Something is wrong with the truck, but Junior says he can fix it. Gerald finds them and starts to fire at them. Before he can do much damage though, Claire backs that sucker up and backs over Gerald. It's now the next day and the cops now know about Gerald's little creep show. They say he had hundreds of hours of hidden camera footage on hard drives. They arrive where Gerald was laid out, but it's not Gerald. It's a random woman who probably tried to help him. Dun dun dun. Gerald is now in Mexico, I guess. He gets in a new van, and in the back we see he has several ladies blindfolded and chained up.
Buckle up, ladies.
Welp, my friend made me watch 14 cameras, and it's safe to say I'm not the biggest fan of this movie. It's alright, I guess, but for the most part, it falls flat in places where it could have been much better. I'll be fair though, and say maybe it's because I haven't seen 13 cameras. That movie would have probably made this movie make a little bit more sense for me, but regardless, I wasn't really hooked on anything here. In my humble opinion, so don't raise an eyebrow at me, a movie sequel should still be good on its own, even without seeing whatever came before it, because at the end of the day, a movie is a movie. This is all opinionated though, so does it really matter all that much? Probably not. Special thanks to my homie Unknown for being the first friend on My Friend Made Me Watch. I'll see y'all next week with another video of some sort, but until then, like, subscribe, and comment some movies you would like to make me watch. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.